loved my time at the U, and I think that the experiences that I had, the relationships that I had, the opportunities I had to be in leadership positions or to serve others have a huge part in who I am now. My name is Charlotte Larson, and I graduated from the U in 2005. I currently teach 6th grade math. I'm a middle school teacher at Rowland Hall in Salt Lake. I finished my undergrad 12 years ago and then law school 9 years ago. In my undergrad, I studied education and I loved it. I loved teaching. I was really passionate about the field of education. And I went to law school intending on working in educational advocacy. When I got there, I realized a couple of things, but one was that educational policy was not nearly, in my opinion, as proactive or preventative as I had hoped it would be. I was a much happier person as a teacher personally, and I had to figure that out for myself. So I worked for a judge for a year after I graduated from law school, and then I came back to teaching, and I've been in the classroom ever since, and I love it, and I laugh every day with my students and with my colleagues.
I'm very excited to graduate. I'm ready to be done. I basically tell myself that like every night when my kid at Coleman, just like 2 more months of these homework and reading assignments, and then we're done. Hi, I'm Coleman Entz. I'm a finance student here at the University of Utah, and I'm graduating in the spring. As soon as I graduate in May, I'll start full-time with a financial advising company. Started out studying pre-med, did a lot of generals that were, psychology, biology, anatomy, physiology, and then got to chemistry. I realized I was enjoying the classes, but didn't see it translating to a career that I would want to do. I just kind of lined up to make the switch to the business school, which I'd never had intended to study business in college.
I'm Sammy Fan. I went to the U in 1998 and graduated in 2002 in accounting. I went back in 2005 and got my master's in accounting. So some of the best advice that I got from my mom was, it's not about you. And so as you go out into the world, for 4 to 7 years, however long it took you to kind of get your degree, it has been about you. But then on this next step, don't make it about you.
But my experience at the University of Utah really helped me to understand that putting yourself out there and being a little bit vulnerable and just going for it really is the key to being successful. Hi, I'm Jamie Thorup, and I graduated from the University of Utah in 2004 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in accounting.
Hi, I'm Emily Pinnock. I'm graduating with a degree in Health Society and Policy, and I've been at the U for 5 years. While I've been at the U, I've worked in a pharmacy at City Creek. I'm a pharmacy technician, and it's been a great opportunity for me to have some work experience while I've been in school. I've liked the balance between work and school. After I graduate, I don't have one certain thing lined up for me, which can be a little bit scary as I look forward to different opportunities. It'll definitely take some patience and some help from others.
I think that, it's nice that I've been able to make some moves that have definitely impacted my career for the better because of the relationships that I made with people. I'm Natalie Harris. I graduated from the U in 2004 in Mass Communications, and I work in physician staffing now as an account executive.
I think that focusing on one thing and improving yourself and putting in the effort, it's going to just lead to more opportunities and experiences down the road, even if it's in a completely different area that I care more about at that stage.
Being a graduate of the U of U, you are better prepared than most. I always did very well in school because there was always an exact roadmap to follow. You would show up the first day, and usually the first day of class, you go over exactly what is expected of you for the next 16 weeks. And if you followed that, you would get an A and you would do well. Well, then you get into the real world, and very quickly what I learned is, there is no roadmap, and you're the one that needs to define that. And actually, it's a lot of fun.
So I think some important advice for the graduating class would just be, as you start your first job, just work hard. I think that opportunities will open up to you that maybe you didn't foresee just by working hard and being dedicated to what you're doing.
Every change that I made in my career, even if I had no idea where it was going to lead at the time was so important. And in the last 9 years since I finished law school, I've worked in 5 different positions, and every position taught me something that was so valuable in the next position that I had.
Never lose sight of the fact that one person can make a huge difference.
And I had some good professors at the U. Marty Van Wagner, he still calls me on my birthday. We still go to lunch 15 years later. And he reached out to me and said, "Hey Sammy, I'm worried about you, and I want to make sure that you start off on the right foot." He told me, and I'm glad I actually listened to him. A job's a job, but you're looking for a career. I'm glad I waited those few extra months and found the position that I did, because I'm still working with those same people today, 15 plus years later, and I probably would have never found them had I just taken that first job.
Patience was something that I've definitely learned over my career, in a sense that I didn't always get what I wanted right when I wanted it, but if I just kept plugging along and doing the things that I had control over, usually things worked out, and I feel like they have worked out for me over the years, just by being patient and waiting, I think, for those opportunities that will come, but not forcing them when maybe I'm not ready for it.
You know, at the end of the day, nothing is more important than the relationships we have with those we care the most about.
Well, I know it sounds cliche, but time really does move so quickly that I feel like I just graduated. I feel like I'm 21, and all of a sudden I blinked and I'm 35. And I just think it's so important to take the time to find things that fill you with joy, find people who fill you with joy, and find ways to get that fulfillment out of life.
I feel like growth as an individual comes when we challenge ourselves and step out of our comfort zones, and that's exactly what's happened for me.
Some days it's, hey, I'm going to get myself my favorite beverage at the end of this day, as soon as I get through this, and that's my big win. Other days it's much better. It's, being able to finally go out on a date with my wife. And when you got 3 young kids like me, that is rare. So treasure those things.
I'm Charlotte Larson, proud graduate of the University of Utah 2005.
Coleman Entz, go Utes.
Jamie Thorup, class of 2004, go Utes.
I'm Emily Pinnock, and I'm proud to be a graduate of the U.
Natalie Harris, proud graduate of the year 2004. Go Utes!